Hey everybody, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is a market radar and, a general market overview of what's coming up in the summer. Um, we're going to go into May 12th tomorrow, May 12th, and you're looking at the S&P 500. What I do each day is trade the market. So I would like to go over some of the things that I'm looking for in this market. We've been, here at Day Trading Radio going on 8 years now, 8 years with a live show every single day. We trade the markets, and over that time period, we've really uh, managed to put together one of the tightest and more disciplined and the methodologies in trading, which has given us repeated gains every year. The looking at a general chart like this, you might not see a lot of activity. This is looking at a daily chart of the S&P 500. Now, if you watch the show, again, the show is live each and every day at www.daytradingradio.com. Very simple to get there. You'll see charts like this, and you have the red bars, you have the white bars, basically the up days and the down days, and it's been pretty choppy. If we zoom out here a little bit further, you'll probably get a feel that the market has. Take a look at that. Has a general trend to it, and it's moving up. But there is times it moves down a little bit before moving back up. And I know being in this job since 1990s, mid 1990s, how tough the market is. Because if you get into the wrong market at the wrong time, even if it's a couple of weeks, you're looking at a pullback, and you're not used to going short. You don't know much about going short. That could be a problem. You could be getting yourself into a little trouble. The market is going up here, and what I want to talk about is the shorter time frames, because we've been nailing the shorter time frames. So take a look at the bigger picture here. The big picture here is up down, up days, down days, up days, down days, pretty much chopped sideways. How do you trade this? Well, if we break it down to that hourly chart, we'll start to see some of the things that we look for each and every day and each and every week at Day Trading Radio. We'll look at that 60-minute time frame, and we'll look at that stochastic rotation here of with the upward trend, knowing that the trend is higher generally over the last few years, that 60-minute time frame has been a great signal to start initializing or trading on the long side if we're looking for that bounce. Remember, we talk about a term called wind in your sail, and that's having the momentum behind you. Now, each and every day I discuss, what stochastics are, what moving averages are. Basically, all the education that comes with the market comes live on the show each day. But even better is we trade these levels live at Day Trading Radio. And the first thing is really identifying, the general direction in the market. In this case, we're looking at that rotation. That rotation oversold 60, pushed back up, overbought, understanding that the trend is higher, so you're going to get better signals on the pullback. Sometimes you're going to actually get up here and you're going to see this kind of embedded up here, and embedded means that we're kind of, pushing up against here, and we're seeing this grind higher. And that's, that has to be noticed. You have to figure out why that's happening. You have to understand if it's happening, that's a signal in itself. And again, you might have to have patience for your ultimate setup. So we also add other criteria to the method. Looking at those reversal candles in that 60-minute, and that's been key. Kind of time this last one was excellent. Now recently we've gotten back up here, and what has happened again? We've gotten a little extended on the 60-minute time frame. We're starting to rotate back down, and we're starting to see the market pull back. And with the market pulling back, most likely we're going to see stocks pull back. So, this is all the process of making money in the markets, knowing when to trade. You can't come into each day thinking that you could just take the same strategy and go long. There is times where you have to either step to the sidelines or activate hedges, or even take shorts or trade the opposite side. And that's not hard to do as long as you have confidence in the method. The market has been very bullish. That's no doubt about it. So we tend to look at those pullbacks as opportunities. And right now we're seeing this pullback here as a possible opportunity, but we are crossing back over. If we take a look at that daily chart now, once again, we can actually see that we've pulled back a little, started to turn back up. That's usually quite bullish if we don't make a full rotation back into an oversold level. And again, all this education, and you might not know some of the familiar terms that I might be using. All that can be found on Day Trading Radio, as I discuss it all the time, and way too much information really to go over every aspect of every term that I'm using right now. But you can see the daily stochastics here turning back up, and we had a nice pop on Friday. So we're going to go back to the hourly. We're going to look at tomorrow, and this is basically the market radar going into the end of the week. We have this kind of a negative bias just on the 60-minute time frame. And, with that, we're seeing a pullback. But, we pull back here quickly into an oversold, and we're going to see the market here probably hold above this 2069 area, the recent low. That's going to put a higher low in, and we have a good shot of actually pushing up to new highs overall. And that's what we're looking for down the road. Not going to probably happen tomorrow. It might, let's see what kind of news, but we have to let things rotate out, build strength, put in a foundation, put in, consolidation, and then move back up. But right now we're starting to see that starting to move over. Now, each day, I like to tear apart the futures. I love trading the S&P futures on a strategy that we use. There's two setups I use: the triple threat setup and the lane divergence, and both of these I just track each and every day live. So if you like futures trading, when you see a yellow line or a square line, these are lines that I activate and I put on these screens live each and every day. Circles mean a buy zone, squares mean a sell zone or a profit zone, and these are placed real time. So when you come to the site and you see these lines, these are the lines that we like to trade. I actually took a trade off of this level today. Or maybe it was even this level too. This was a lane divergence. And then you could see we had a good sell signal here, a buy signal here. And then 3 o'clock we kind of slow things down as things get a little bit more volatile after that. But we've started recognizing that the trend was lower here. The trend was definitely lower. It was actually, let me zoom out here, a beautiful wedge pattern that was forming during the day. A wedge pattern is a pattern that the overall price is going to show up and kind of give us that what looks like a wedge, basically. I'm just going to get this in here. And this was that wedge pattern. What happened was we kind of broke down out of the wedge. And we came down and we reacted. And we pushed right back up. And from that point on, we kind of just chopped around and pushed back down to the bigger trend line, and you can see where we came down to this big trend line down here. Right now it's after hours, but we're going to look for tomorrow to see a further, maybe a further little drag down here. Let that 60-minute get a little bit more extended, and then we're going to look for those reversal candles, and we're going to start to take things, each trade. It doesn't really matter the direction of the trade. We want to just really profit on higher probability zones. Each one of these circles and squares represent a high probability zone, combined with the trends, the channels, the patterns, and the candlesticks. That all together goes together in the methodology, and that gives us our trading signals, and that's how we trade each and every day. So tomorrow looking for a little bit more downside, but tomorrow I am going to step up to the plate. We're going to try to do some really good live trading. So if you want to see how these things work live with the DOM up on the screen, when I talk about the DOM on the screen, we're talking about we put this DOM up here, live trading DOM. We take our orders, we take them off. I show you the strategy, and this happens each and every day. Now, you can make money in the markets. It's not an impossible thing, but what is hard is having the patience to get that perfect trade set up. Just like in anything, in any sport, in any great endeavor, there is a right way and a wrong way, and I use all kinds of analogies. It's kind of cover all the bases, because some people might be involved in, enjoy gambling. They can relate to gambling, sitting down at a table and betting your hand. When you get a good hand, you bet it. On blackjack, when you see the dealer has a certain hand and you have a certain hand, the odds change, and you should, hit or stay, or, whatever you want to do, based on those cards that are setting up and get dealt to you. And the same thing, you have to play the cards that get dealt to you. And this is what we are identifying to tell you what cards are being dealt and when you should bet. So excited about this. We're going to start, and again, I want to start calling what's called actionable trade alerts. And this is something I'll be sending out on Twitter. Hopefully I'll get some YouTube alerts out there. But the best thing to do is just to tune into Day Trading Radio. You won't miss anything if you're just tuned in. and watch for these actionable trade alerts. Learn about how to trade the markets. Watch the profits be made. Watch the account just go up, and it's that simple.
ES tradeometer oversold.
We actually got a tradeometer alert here. We use a great tool called the tradeometer, which is a program which incorporates all my signals, and it kind of gives us those buy and sell signals. So actually, you'll see that also. That's what that looks like right there. You just heard it underneath, and again, that's actually, I didn't show you that, did I? Here it is over here. You can see the buy and sell signals. Here we have a green arrow, just came in with a buy signal, and this is after hours too. And I don't really pay attention to the after hours things, but we have the alerts work after hours too. So, but you'll see this and you'll hear that tomorrow. Again, a lot of these tools and stuff are offered to members of Day Trading Radio. So if you're interested in more, check it out at tradeometer.com. But all that information can be found at daytradingradio.com. Hopefully I'll see you in the markets tomorrow and the rest of the week, and any day you want to stop by. We're a full functioning trading site, open every single day, a live broadcast, a live TV, a live audio, a live alerts, each and every day at www.daytradingradio.com. Looking forward to tomorrow. If I could give you my radar, again, looking for a little further downside move tomorrow. But again, even though we get the downside move or the upside move, what we're looking for are the high probability zones to trade, and that's what it comes down to. I want to get $50, $100 on this trade. I want to pick up another $100 on this trade, and have not a very high anxiety trading setup going on, but I want to have a very organized, disciplined trade. Be able to get in and get out. Understand my stops, understand why I'm taking the trade and why I'm getting out, and boom, and then it's called a day of work, and and then go spend the profits on a nice meal or something. All right, so we'll see you at Day Trading Radio. I'm DayTraderRockStar. Look for those live actionable trade alerts. They go out on Twitter, Day Trading Radio, at Day Trading Radio. You'll see the actionable trade alerts, but you won't miss anything if you're tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, and I'll see you every morning.